and I'm here at Fort Anne Central School on an investigative mission. I want to find out what makes Fort Anne's girls' teams so successful. Let's find out. It's literally a sign of the times in Fort Anne. You can't miss it driving into town. And inside the school, the trophy case is filled. In the main office, what do you find? Trophies. And you can't walk down the hallway without seeing plaque after plaque. So what exactly have these Cardinals accomplished in the last 3 years? Well, in 1997, the field hockey team defeated Pearson 2-0. The 98 softball team beat Elba 7-0. And the field hockey team beat Morrisville Eaton just this past fall. The evidence is conclusive. 3 state championships, 2 in field hockey, 1 in softball, all within 3 years. But there's more to the story than just plaques and trophies. So, to find out more, I talked to Coach Gretchen Stark and 4 seniors who were all part of those championship teams. There's Liz Rollo, who is headed to Ohio University to play Division I field hockey. Colleen Barber, headed to Skidmore, where she will play field hockey. Randy Gear. She'll stay closer to home at ACC. And pitcher Jamie Graves, who has virtually a full athletic scholarship to the University of Hartford. A full ride to play softball. And Coach Gretchen Stark, one of the best around. To get to the bottom of the story, I went right to the top. Principal John Fitzgerald. What kind of sense of pride does the school have in their accomplishments?
Sports are a big deal in any school, but in what I call small town America, this is a D school with 40 or 50 youngsters in a grade. It's a really big deal because they grow up knowing each other better than you do in a larger school. It isn't just the fact that you're on the team together, but you're in almost every class together. So they win or they lose a little more emotionally than the larger schools, I think.
Right in the center of the success has been Coach Gretchen Stark, who is as soft-spoken as she is intense.
A track record almost unmatched in competitive winning. Gretchen's been here long enough to have these girls and all those other generations of girls from kindergarten through 12th grade every other day. And in a school this size, that your 2 gym teachers, your male and female gym teacher, know your students better than anyone else. And when you have to coach them, you have them even more, and you coach them multiple seasons, it could become a real trauma in the relationships over all those years and all those games. And in this school, it hasn't been. And she's not the kind of person that shines the light on herself. She does the right thing, and she shines the light on the kids and the program and the school and the schools and the teams that support them. She's a pro. It's absolutely true.
Giving their best, Coach. Do you know when they're not, giving 100%?
Yes, I know, and at this point, I know when to push them and when I can push them. I know when they're having a bad day. I know them well enough to know if they're sick, and they come to me if they don't feel well. If they're just goofing off, I know, and I let them be aware that I'm aware of that, and they know how far to push me, and we can get quite a bit out of them.
Next, I talked with the 4 seniors who played on all 3 state championship teams.
Uh-huh.
I think you also have to want it enough, and you have to respect the coach, because she, like with Miss Stark, she's a really good coach, and she stresses on fundamentals, like not only like catching with 2 hands, or just stuff like that, and fielding it right, when maybe a lot of other coaches would just let it go. If she got the ball, and that's good enough, but that's not good enough for Miss Stark. She wants you to have the fundamentals, and it's kind of funny, because sometimes when we see other teams, we're like, wow, she didn't catch with 2 hands or something, because she's like stressed it so much that it's just like, it's almost kind of weird to us when we see it.
And there's state championship factor number 1, excellent coaching.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, and also, like, if you don't respect her, then, like, if she suggests something, she's not suggesting something to be mean or, to nag at us, but she's suggesting it so we can be better, and she's, trying to just give us pointers at how we could do something better, or, something like that. And if you have a kid that is like, oh, what did she talk about? She's just, she's always yelling at us or whatever, then you won't improve as an individual, which makes your team not as good, but if you respect them, respect your coaches, I think that's a big part of it too.
Okay. Randy, this is for you. I've been to quite a few Fort Anne games. I really don't recall Coach Stark berating one of her players during a game. And that's a relatively common thing, as for a coach to, in the heat of the moment, say, you dumb, whatever, or that was stupid. I've really seen her stay pretty...
Yeah, she keeps her cool.
Calm?
Yeah, she keeps her cool, like, when we're playing, she'll keep her cool. And then afterwards, we'll get it. We'll get what she was holding in during the game, she'll, like, tell us, like, the individual. She won't tell our parents. She'll tell us, like, when we're all together. After the game, we'll go talk, and then she'll tell us then. She doesn't talk to our parents. And it's better that way, because then she can tell us, like, right off, like, what was on her mind, and she tells us.
Okay, and Colleen, this is for you. I've also noticed that she tends to let you guys, especially in field hockey, she tends to let you play. Not harp on the mistakes, but to play. And that's probably true at softball, I imagine, too, that she lets you play. How important is that?
I think it's very important, because we know what to expect from her. So I think in that way she's able to let us just play on her own, and she helps us during the game. She'll talk to us, and she doesn't really focus too much on her mistakes until after the game, and then we talk as a team about everything. So during the game she lets us do our own thing, but we're not really doing our own thing because we know what she expects. So in the back of our minds we know that we're doing what she wants us to do. So she doesn't really need to interfere in the game and let us know what she wants us to do, because we know.
In their season opener against Fort Edward, the Lady Cardinals showed that they know how to play. And that brings up secrets of state champions, factor number 2. Excellent teamwork. Play, and your coach addresses, the mistakes later.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
think
one of the
so.
things where that keeps the intensity level up?
Yeah, I think that keeps the level up because once we're into a game, if we're totally focused, then we just want to win and we want to have fun, and so that keeps the level up until the game's over because anything can happen. Like if you let down, like we always say, like if we do something good, like say in field hockey, if we made a goal and it was 1-0, we always say don't let up because it only takes a couple seconds to have the ball go in a goal. So we try to keep the intensity level up so we don't like all of a sudden lose.
Especially in softball because you can have 2 outs and be up by say 5 runs, but there's always that 1 out and they can make a lot of things can happen in that 1 out. So you always have to be ready for anything and just you have to keep your spirits high because like anything could happen. And also it cheers up, like it makes your players want to do better because they have your backing, the players backing behind you. So you're going to want to do that much better, and you have all the support of the players and the fans too. So it just makes you want to do better, and I think we definitely do.
I think we're good at not getting down on ourselves, like as a team, because if somebody makes a mistake or has an error or something, we just encourage them and say, oh, you'll get it next time, and I think that really helps. It adds to the team because we're always encouraging each other, so we don't get down on ourselves, and we realize that the game doesn't look too good for us, but the outcome could always be better than we think as long as we stay, encouraging each other, just supporting each other.
What else?
One thing, like I think the Starks, she'd rather have us, if say we had a bad game, if say we lost a game, but we had really good mechanics, it was just like, they were earned runs, we didn't have errors, or, we did everything, all the mechanics were right, and, we did really good, she would be all right with us losing. She wouldn't be like, I can't believe we lost. But if we won and we didn't have good mechanics, we just won, just because, we might have been the better team, but we didn't do everything right, she would be a lot happier if we lost the game and with good mechanics, did everything right, instead of winning, but we really didn't earn it,
Yeah. Like that kind of happened yesterday.
Yeah.
We had a scrimmage and we won, but we weren't into it. We weren't cheering on the batters, and we just we'd be on the bench. Usually we're standing up cheering them on, into the game, but we were talking to the person next to us and everything. But like when we got up to bat, we'd get on base usually, but she still was kind of mad about that because we didn't play as good as we could have, and we weren't totally focused. We weren't into it. So, like after the game, we didn't get like a good job, girls, good job, for winning.
Coach Stark upset with the win? Believe it.
Having a bad day. We knew that was going to be one of our better games. We know when that's going to happen. We know what you have to
Let
do.
us slack off at all. When we do something that if we're doing something that we know we're not supposed to, we're gonna hear about it. And I think that's why we've had successful. We won 2 state championships because our coach doesn't let us back off or give up or just let down because we have to have that intensity level and we have to. If we want to go far, we can't be just like this little team. We have to be. We have to just work hard and we can't. We have no room for beating around.
I'll play long stick defenseman.
Sorry.
Static now. Get some cue cards.
All right.
It's tough for you, I know.
Okay. Okay.
What are you watching?
Sport now! Whammo bot. Whammo, you're the news. Whammo.
Okay, that's good. Take 2. Okay, what are you watching? You wait 3 seconds, and then we say sport now. What are you watching? I'm like, I'll do it.
Are you gonna say like that? like what sports now.
This is good. Can you come out here and talk to
See how
people?
pretty mommy is? Look at
You go like this
what
when
the
you walk
children look like.
to...
Stand behind them.
It's a big deal, all right? Yeah, we gotta make a
Hey, you guys, let's point sports now.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Like, how about we go to sports now? Okay, ready? Let's practice. Ready? Wait, what are you counting to? 3. Okay.
Okay, say, on the count of 3, we'll say that, and then do another count of 3, we'll say the other thing. All right, ready? All right. What are you watching? Sport now! Woo! I don't think that's good. We're the sports now. Is that good?
One more time.
One more time. Ruby Okay, ready? A little clearer. What are you watching?
And go fast.